My name is Marcus Elligan. Thank you, Kingdom Fellowship, for inviting me out. Thank you so much. I can't see that far either. But today we're going to talk about how to build wealth using real estate. We're going to talk about making smart decisions. And Milan said it best. Prepare. Preparation is everything. Before you go on a vacation, you prepare. Before you buy a home, you should prepare. Even before you cook a meal, you prepare. So preparation is everything. And today we're going to talk about what it takes to actually get approved for a home loan. Okay, everybody can hear me better now? That sounds good? All right, perfect. Next slide, please. All right, so as Asa mentioned, I am the owner of Mortgage Experts. I also own Money Experts as well. I've been in the business 20 plus years, and I am very passionate about helping people build wealth, build generational wealth, and grow. Real estate is one of the number one things or items or assets that you can purchase to build wealth. So today I'm going to talk to you about that. I'm very passionate about helping families, and I'm also known online as Mr. Money Expert. Next slide, please. While we're here today, basically our goal is to help you understand how to make and buy smart, build wealth, and make informative decisions. We'll cover the power of preparation, understanding loan programs. We're going to talk about strategy over stress and steps to take right now. Next slide, please. All right, the power of preparation. Milan, she did a great job explaining that. But basically, before you apply, you need to review your credit early. You need to keep your job and income stable, and you need to save for reserves. So let's get into that. So review your credit early. That's very important. When you come to me, no matter if you're credit worthy or not credit worthy, we're going to help you get your credit scores up. We're going to help you prepare and basically look over your credit and analyze what needs to be done to get your scores up. So whether you're ready today or you're not ready right now, we are going to set up a plan for you, a roadmap, so that you can get credit worthy so that you can purchase a home. Keep your job and income stable. So that is very important. How many self-employed people do we have in here? Awesome. So self-employed and W-2, 1099 income, it's all relevant, and it's very important that our self-employed borrowers, we want to make sure that we're tracking and reporting correctly to the IRS. But again, we'll get into that later or down the road once we have our one-on-one. And basically, it's very important to not quit your job and have a stable income. Also, savings. That is very important because after you buy a home, things come up. Just like with your car, you have a flat tire. Your home, sometimes you have to get landscaping, or your hot water heater breaks or whatever. So it's very important that you save for reserves, not just your down payment, because after you purchase your home, you're going to need more money, window treatments, or you want to buy a new faucet or furniture or what have you. And avoid new debt before applying for a home. So I tell my clients all the time, if you need a car, please wait until you buy the home. Please do not finance furniture. Please do not finance anything while you're in the process of purchasing a home, so that we could budget accordingly and prepare to make the best decisions. Preparation beats luck every time. Next slide, please. All right. So at Mortgage Experts, or most lenders that are out here, we look at three things. The first thing is credit. I spoke on that earlier. We look at your history, and we also look at your responsibility to pay. That means basically how many times have you been late on accounts in the last 30 days, in the last 6 months, in the last year. We look at that that is very important. Credit is like the number one thing to make sure that you get the best interest rate, the best loan program, and even possibly a down payment assistance program that can help you keep more money into your pocket. We also look at capacity. We look at your income versus monthly debts. What that means is we're going to look at your debt to income ratio and determine Okay, he or she is bringing in $10,000 a month, and after we add up all the debts, as well as your new mortgage, if that is under 50%, typically we go up to 57%, but I try to keep my clients under 50%, meaning that your housing and all of your ability to pay back all of your debt, auto loans, credit card bills, and so forth, that is important that we look at to make sure that you can afford the house that you're living in. The objective is not just to buy a house. The objective is to buy the house and stay in the home. That is very important. So we want to make sure that you won't go debt or go crazy trying to make your bill payment or your mortgage payment while after you get in the home. All right? And then we also look at collateral. So we also look at the home you're buying. We're going to check to make sure that the house is in livable condition. We're going to make sure that the hot water heater is working. We're going to make sure that the stove is working. We're going to make sure that your heating and AC is working. We're going to make sure that the foundation and the structure is well as well. And that comes with the appraisal, and I strongly recommend everybody get a home inspection when you're buying a home. But we're going to look at the home as well to make sure that it is what it is as far as what you're buying. So for instance, it may be on the market for $400,000, but my appraiser will come back and say, hey, this property is not worth $400, it's only worth $380. So what will happen is we will actually bring down the price to make sure to protect you, to make sure that you're not overpaying for the home as well. Next slide, please. So there is a loan for every buyer. So we have multiple loan programs here at Mortgage Experts. We are a full-service mortgage company. We do residential as well as commercial. And Mortgage Experts has been around for over 11 years. I started it 11 years ago. And our biggest... The reason I started it is because a lot of us were not getting all of the information that was needed to be able to purchase a home, and we were also not getting the best loans to be able to purchase a home. So I created Mortgage Experts to make it easier, make it faster, and make it cheaper for us to be able to purchase homes. So we have a FHA loan. The FHA is great for first-time home buyers. It has low credit scores that allow you to be able to purchase a home. We also have the conventional loan. It's best for strong credit. If you have a higher credit score, more than likely you will go conventional. We also have VA. How many veterans do we have in here? We greatly appreciate your service. I'm a product of 2 veterans, Army. My mom and dad were both in the Army, so I greatly appreciate your service. I greatly appreciate your sacrifice as well as your families that I get it. We also have many down payment assistance programs as well that can help you cover upfront costs. So that's very important. When you're purchasing a home, it can range anywhere from, I tell my clients normally 8 to 10% to be able to purchase a home. You have your down payment, which can range anywhere from 1 to 5% of the sales price, and then you have closing costs, which can range anywhere from 4 to 5% of the sales price as well. So when you add both of those up, I tell my clients typically it runs to about 8.5% of the purchase price. However, we have programs, we have down payment assistance programs, we have neighborhood programs, we have state programs and city programs that can help you come up with that cost. Next slide, please. More down payment assistance programs. So at Mortgage Experts, we want everybody to be able to purchase a home. So we have the Max One 100% financing program, and this is just a few programs that we have, but I wanted to make sure that we gave y'all a little bit of information so that y'all could go away and so forth. But we have the 100% financing where we actually finance your closing costs as well as your down payment. That's one option. We also have the FHA combo loan, which will give you up to 5% of the purchase price to be able to purchase a home as well. Basically, these programs are designed to help keep more money in your pocket so that you can have more reserves and be able to purchase or do other things with your money. We also have the 1% down purchase program for first-time home buyers as well. Basically, what that means is all you need is 1%, to purchase a home. So if the property is, let's just say, $500,000, all you would need is $5,000 to come up with to be able to purchase that home. Programs open doors, plans build wealth. And that goes back to preparation. So when you come to Mortgage Experts and apply for a loan, we are going to scan you through all the different programs that are in the area to make sure or to figure out which programs you actually qualify for. Once we determine which program you qualify for, then we'll be able to go over the pros and cons of each program so we can determine which program is best for you and your family. Next slide, please. From doubt to keys in hand. So I made this quote because one of my clients, I was actually at a settlement a month ago, and one of my clients said, we didn't think we could buy, but now we own our own home and have built equity in just 3 years. So that's another client that I spoke with recently because we're working on a refinance right now, and in less than 3 years, they actually have built up over $50,000 of equity in their home. Now, if you're renting or if you're renting an apartment, there's no way you would have that $50,000 to be able to refinance or pay off debt and so forth. So we say it's not just about getting approved, it's about getting prepared. And that goes back to Home Free USA, Ms. Milan, preparation. Next slide, please. So, and Milan said it best, the perfect time to buy is right now. Stop waiting for the perfect timing. The best time to buy is when you're ready. And that's very important as well. Like, we want to make sure that once you buy the home, you get to be able to stay in the home. So if you're not ready, I'm going to tell you straight up, hey, it doesn't look like we're ready right now. Let's do some preparation. Let's create a roadmap. Let's create a plan so that we can actually get ready down the road later. We want to focus on payment comfort, not market rumors. So the news and everybody, I'm not even going to get into it, but it's all about you and your finances and what you are capable of doing and what you're able to grow. So if you're comfortable with the payment, if you're comfortable with the price, if you love the home, then it's time to maybe make a decision. And also, real estate rewards action and consistency. So I have a client, they're on their 10th property right now, and they've created wealth and generational wealth for their families through real estate. And it all started with the first property. So whether you own a property or you don't own a property, or you're looking to become a landlord later or what have you, real estate is one of the best successful items that you could purchase to build your financial growth and equity in your home as you go. Next slide, please. All right. Keep the legacy growing. So protecting what you build. So, and like I mentioned before, it's not about just getting in a home and we want to get you in a home and so forth. We want to be able to make sure that you're prepared when you purchase the home. So we want to keep the legacy growing. So you should always have an emergency savings, peace of mind. I'm not going to say or have you throw up your hand, but basically, if you do not have an emergency savings, we need to start working on that ASAP. I don't care if you put $5 a month away. I don't care if you put $10 a month away, but you need to have an emergency savings, just the basically footprint or beginning stage of becoming financially stable and building wealth. You also should have life insurance and mortgage protection. And at my company, that's why I created Money Experts, because after a lot of my clients were buying homes, they didn't know what to do with the additional income or the other items that come with buying a home, like life insurance and mortgage protection. So that piece is very important because tomorrow's not promised. And unfortunately, we need to prepare and make sure that we are prepared when that day comes. Or I just had a client lose their spouse, and luckily they had life insurance and mortgage protection, so they don't have to, yes, they lost their spouse, but they don't have to worry about, okay, how am I going to pay the mortgage? I just lost that $100,000 a year income. How can I pay my bills and keep my family alive? So that's very important. And planning for the future, not just the purchase. So that's, again, why I created Money Experts, so we can actually keep our home, stay in our home, and continue to build wealth and make smart decisions and plan accordingly to keep that wealth in your home. Building wealth isn't about luck, it's about planning. And again, plan, 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 prepare, prepare, prepare. If you were going to travel to California driving and you didn't have a GPS in your car, you would make a lot of wrong turns. You might even end up in a lake somewhere. So the key is to have your GPS, your destination set, so that we can actually guide you the proper way to get there the fastest and the quickest time so that you don't make any wrong turns or have any roadblocks down the way. Next slide, please. So let's take action. So the first thing is checking your credit and coming up with a budget. Budgeting is very important. If you don't have a budget, it's very important that you make one today. That should be your homework today. Create a budget and find out where your money is going. A lot of people bring in the money, but we never take the time to realize where our money is going. Whether it be Uber Eats, whether it be Jasper's, whether it be Applebee's, wherever it may be, you need to figure out where your money is going. I was actually talking to a client the other day, and she said, yeah, I did my budget, but there's $2,000 that's missing. I don't know where the $2,000 is. And I was like, well, we need to go over your bank statements to figure out where that money is. Whether it be subscriptions that you no longer have payments or care for that product anymore. Subscriptions is the number one money finder amongst a lot of my clients, that people have prescriptions, they set it up, and then forget about it, and it keeps billing your account every month. So going over your bank statements and making sure that you prepare a budget. I tell my clients, if it's your first time, go back 1 year, sometimes go back 2 years, because some subscriptions are annual or semi-annual and what have you. Get it pre-approved early. So if you're looking to buy a home in March, you should probably try getting it pre-approved right now, so that if you are not ready, we can actually create a plan for you so that you can be ready by the time March comes around. Also, stay educated and connected. Everybody in this room should give a pat on your back. Matter of fact, give a round of applause for everybody in this room, Kingdom Fellowship, because you woke up this morning to get this education, to get this information. And this is all for you, to make yourself better, make your lives better, and help you prepare so that we could create a great strategy to be able to help you purchase homes. So you can actually schedule a free strategy session with me. And next slide, please. You can scan this QR code, and this will actually give you connect you with me directly. And on there, you can actually schedule a 30-minute free consultation so that we could go over your plan, go over your budget, figure out what we need to do to get you in a home. Next slide, please. So I just want to thank you for having me. And my final message today is you do not have to be rich to buy real estate. You buy real estate to start building wealth. And that's very important. A lot of people think, oh, I need $10,000 in the bank. Oh, I need 20% down. No, that is not the case. The case is what you need is information to help you get to the next level, and we're here to help you do that. Thank you for your time and commitment to your financial future. This is my information again, and I greatly appreciate you. Thank you.